And at long last, 2 days of intense competition, it all comes down to this. The final of the Singapore Open 3 held here at the Asian Game Festival is at the Suntec City Convention Centre, and it will be played between
Benjamin Tan and Lo Wai-Ying.
Benjamin Tan bidding to be the first player that I know of to win 3 straight special/regional events in the same region, back to back to back.
He's definitely on fire. But well, Wai-Ying is no slouch, having stopped JS from an undefeated streak, ending his reign at the semi-finals. So it'll be interesting to see how these two match up.
Yeah, it's probably the first time they're playing against each other for quite a while, at least at a tournament this big, because I mean, she wouldn't disagree with me for saying it, but Wai-Ying hasn't had the most successful of a 2018 season. The bulk of her points have come while we were still playing under 2017 format. So this is her first big run. It has qualified her for the World Championships. So once again, congratulations to Wai-Ying for that. But she'll be bidding to take home the Open. It's like playing like as if it's something that Wai-Ying has never done, honestly. Even during her heyday, she never took home the first place in the big events. There was always a Kenny or a Melvin or a Theron there to stop her. Or a Nelson. Oh, where's Nelson?
Well, arguably now, things are even more scarier because Benjamin did topple Melvin in the semi-finals.
Yes, but at the same time, even back in those days, no one player swept everything before him the way Benjamin has done. Benjamin is just on an absolute roll, as he pointed out, on fire. And Wai-Ying's going to have to find a way to douse his fire. But in this case, he's the one playing raid. As Benjamin's team here is the Tapu Koko, the Gothitelle, Ludicolo, Mawile, Incineroar, and the Politoed.
And Wai-Ying is using the Tapu Fini, Zapdos, Volcarona, Bisharp, Landorus, and Kangaskhan.
So, I mean, as close friends of Wai-Ying, we do know what Wai-Ying thinks of the rain matchup.
She thinks her rain matchup is absolutely unwinnable. And lo and behold, what is Benjamin running? He is running Politoed Ludicolo.
And no shenanigans on Ludicolo. It is exactly what you expect from the Ludicolo. It runs Hydro Vortex all with the Water Rim Z, and he has to fake out.
Not only is he running rain, he has added a dash of Perish Trap as well. So there is an extra danger that Wai-Ying has to be careful of. She has to be careful with what she leads.
On paper, traits might look good, but every trait pushes both players towards a Perish Song situation. And Wai-Ying's team is relatively fast, so no matter what, she has nothing to underspeed the Politoed to discourage it from singing the song of its people.
A song of its people. And it will be a potato vegetable lead. Zapdos Kangaskhan for Wai-Ying here.
I mean, potato being a vegetable is something that many fast food aficionados around the world would like to believe.
It's a Politoed Ludicolo. One of my favorite leads, top 5 leads.
So once the rain's being set up here by the Politoed, allowing the Ludicolo to move before everything else on the field, and threatening both targets with the Hydro Vortex. He has to be a bit wary though, because both Kangaskhan and Zapdos are known to be rather bulky Pokemon. So there is the chance, of course, that it could survive the Hydro Vortex.
And as to be said, both Ludicolo and Kangaskhan have Fake Out, so option of Fake Out on the first turn is available. No switches. I was honestly expecting a switch out from Ludicolo into Golf.
And Kangaskhan going for the Mega Evolution, so no inner focus and staying in the Mega form to try and take a Fake Out. Where is the Fake Out coming to go? It's just the Hydro Vortex. Who has Wai-Ying left open to this? Well, both technically, but who has Benjamin gone after?
So Ludicolo will do its dance, look with an angry looking face, looking to OHKO one of Wai-Ying's leads here. Perhaps the Zapdos? I mean, Zapdos does threaten Tailwind.
He does go for it. So question now is, how bulky is Zapdos? Spoiler alert, not at all. It's gonna go down to this Hydro Vortex. As Kangaskhan should exchange a kill with the Ludicolo, but will take a Rain Booster Skull in the process.
We do see a Double H come out into the Ludicolo slot.
Which is not the most favorable of traits, to say the least.
Because
given the recoil, Kangaskhan's about to take.
Politoed is able to fire off a Scout in the rain.
Potentially
with a chance to burn,
Oh, it just goes for the Perish Song. So Gothitelle going to come in here?
Likely, I think. But
else still support. This was a wasted move.
But he's only perished one Pokemon.
But why is Bishop at the back? Gothitelle has to come in here, into the Bishop. Or the Volcarona, for that matter.
Otto doesn't really enjoy
And here's Bishop, into the Gothitelle. And if it's not Gothitelle, Wai-Ying can switch the Kangaskhan out of Perish Song.
There we go, it is the Gothitelle. So I think Wai-Ying still has to be afraid of the Politoed Scout. He can still do a lot of damage in this rain. And with Life Orb, I don't think Bisharp will be hanging around for very long.
She could of course opt to double the Politoed, with Knockoff able to remove the berry before it can move. Given how threatened Gothitelle is right now.
That is actually a very viable option.
But then she has to call the Protect. Benjamin can easily protect the Politoed. And Benjamin just receives the Gothitelle immediately.
Bringing
with the Tapu Koko coming out.
Okay.
So I think he thinks the score might do a good amount of damage to the bishop, and I think he's right in that.
But Polito will
Polito
go
goes
for the protect.
So
the only way for Wine to punish this is she's gone for the Gotitel slot, which she did not. She went for the Politoed.
as double edge into the Politoed as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so good call by Benjamin there to protect his Politoed. But now Kangaskhan expected to switch out to get out of the parish.
Not only that, he will be able to reset Fake Out as well, so there's that. And Hydro Vortex has been used, so the Tapu Koko cannot really use its Giga Volt. Although
I don't believe it runs Electrum C actually.
So
but we would have seen the item if the bishop had targeted that slot with the
I
knockoff.
felt also, yeah, so wasted opportunity. I mean, she could still go for the same play and maybe survive perhaps, but with the electric terrain.
She's about to switch out here, so Kangaskhan staying in. And if Gotitel comes back in, Kangaskhan is stuck.
It's dead. Literally.
It's dead. Yeah, it is dead. And well, we're about to find out. Oh no, Kangaskhan will live to see another day. But Thunderbolt into the correct slot, caught by Benjamin. But against the paralysis, I suppose no burn, that means. Oh, but Kangaskhan unable to move thanks to the paralysis this turn. So a very unfortunate turn there. But especially if Skull takes it out, which it does. So actually Parry Sound not gonna matter. But now Polito can sing again.
I mean,
and now Wang only has 2 left.
Polito will have to either switch out, perhaps, or what do you mean by sing again?
Why wouldn't it sing again? It's gonna die anyway. They just Parry Sound to trap your opponents too.
That is
Wang
true.
has to target the Polito. She'll lose in 3 turns.
You are.
And Polito can protect. And just KO itself, but at the same time, Wang leaves it alone, she loses, no matter what, because of Parrish Song.
I think there's another option here for Benjamin. He could just switch out the Polito and reset it. And then bring it in.
That's a roundabout way, and I think that's a way to let Wang back into the game. He doesn't have any offensive pressure, other than the Koko.
And
which
Polito,
I don't think carries an item.
He is going for that route though. He's switching out the Polito, resetting the Parrish Song, bringing the Gotitel.
I'm not so sure about that.
Koko will protect here from what seems to be a Tectonic Rage, perhaps, from the Landerers.
As Bishop goes for a protect, trying to protect itself from a Thunderbolt.
Perhaps
an Earthquake. Yes, it is the Earthquake damage. It's free damage onto the Gotitel. But if Polito had sung that, this game would be over.
Yeah.
I'm a bit puzzled by Benjamin's decision. I understand that he still has a way back, and like I said, Polito was guaranteed to be KO'd.
Yes.
But free damage from Gotitel this turn, and no immediate threat of her own, given that the Koko doesn't seem to carry a offensive item.
But the Koko, if he can kill the Gotitel, the Bishop before he can act and kill the Gotitel, then he's both position.
Ooh, Thunderbolt would have been enough.
Maybe a bit of a miscalculation on Benjamin's
and Tech Rage is coming onto the Politoed, isn't it?
Well, that seems likely.
Oh, but he will have his berry, so there's that. Yeah, here's Tech Rage. Tectonic Rage to be precise. Apologies for the abbreviation. So Tectonic Rage from Landerers unintimidated since Benjamin didn't want to bring his intimidators against Bishop.
Polito will force it down to his berry. What does Bishop do?
If he doesn't go to parry, I think Benjamin loses. He needs the... Oh, but into the Gotitel, is it going to be enough? If not, Gotitel gets his berry.
I think it's enough. At that HP,
yeah, it's going to be enough. And Polito will lose his berry to the knockoff.
Ooh. Oh, it's
going to be Iron Hit. Went for the
Tapu Koko. Yeah, that was the Tapu Koko slot. And we do see a life out recoil and no rain. Well, I think Koko should protect here from an impending earthquake. Polito though can sing, although does it want to.
Now Wang's kind of stuck because she can't earthquake her own Bishop freely, but at the same time, her Bishop is the only way to pile damage onto the Politoed.
I think she needs to prioritize taking the Politoed. Even if the Politoed gets off the Parry Song, if she can kill the Politoed, Tapu Koko will faint first. And since Koko doesn't have a very good way to touch the Landerers will faint last. And
Benjamin recognizing it will take out the Bishop with the Dazzling Gleam. And I don't think Lando has enough damage.
Goes for the Rock Slide, hoping to
flinch. Yeah, she's hoping to finish the Politoed. So only out at this point. If Parry Song goes off, she loses. But Parry Song does go off here.
Not only that, at this range, Dazzling Gleam is single target. Politoed has a super effective water type attack against the Landerers as well.
It's a very... Yes, as you pointed out, I don't think he would have won already if Polito had stayed in and used Parrish Song, but it seems that he found a way anyway.
Yes, I mean, you said it's a roundabout way, but it worked, so kudos to Benjamin. A bit of a misstep though, he could have killed the Bishop a lot earlier.
Yeah, with the Thunderbolt.
Koko will protect here, I mean, standard very strong play is to try to draw as many turns as possible.
But now Wang's only out is to, I think she needs to crit the Earthquake in 2 turns. Oh no, she's only gonna get 1 Earthquake.
Yes, and it's not going to be enough.
It's not gonna be enough for Politoed, that's right.
Because in this scenario, Earthquake is spread. If a critical hit will just trigger Politoed's berry, I feel. I mean,
so you have to, that seems to be a missed opportunity as to why she didn't just tag reach the Coco slot and knock off the Gothitelle.
Yeah, I mean, knock off. I think we have killed because, you know, it is a dark type move.
Yeah, we will kill Gothitelle at that range, definitely.
Coco will go down, but Politoed will hang on, and Protect will win Benjamin the game.
Yep. Or actually, Skull is going to win Benjamin the game.
Yeah. Politoed actually, honestly, and maybe could take even 1 more quick.
It will, yeah, it can, definitely. And Skull's going to win him the game anyway, so it's an immaterial. She needed to flinch that turn, and actually Benjamin didn't really need to go for Parry Song. He could have just called her out, right?
Yes. Honestly...
So, yeah, I take that back. I thought he didn't have enough damage on his own, but Landorus versus Politoed, well, we know how that turns out.
Yes, Baisha honestly also is not very good for Wying. She needed something like a Kangaskhan or a Zapdos at the end to face off against the Politoed, but they were both taken out relatively early.
Yeah, Vortex into the Zapdos was a huge loss early in the game.
I think you have to give Wying credit for making it as close as it could be, considering that Hydro Vortex just deleted one of her Pokemon right from the start.
She got the early trade,
yeah,
and didn't get burned because Benjamin curiously went for the Parry Song.
Yes.
I think, I suppose at that point Benjamin decided that since Wying didn't lead Bishop, maybe she didn't bring it. In which case, Parry Song was a good play, because Gothitelle would come in freely on the free switch. Sadly for him, she did bring Bishop, so it became a bit iffy. But we saw that Bishop's bulk just can't take a Thunderbolt.
Yes. Bishop might be. I don't really think it's very good in this situation though. It's sure it's good against the Gothitelle, but that's the only thing it's good for. And even then, I think it was a missed opportunity, as you said. The knockoff on the Gothitelle would have been much preferable.
Yeah, we do see the adjustment into the trap plus intimidate lead for Benjamin. Confident that Wying's not going to lead Bishop into rain. And this is an absolutely terrible position for Wying.
That's it. If she let Bishop, it will be trapped in by the Incineroar, which is not something she will want either, considering her Bishop does not have low kick.
That is also true.
True, maybe could break through the Gothitelle, but
at least if she ever let Landorus could U-turn out of a trap.
Yeah. We'll see the Mega
Landorus into rain, well, that's also an awkward situation. She didn't even choose to bring Landorus last game?
No, she did.
Oh, she did. She didn't bring the Feeny and the Volcarona.
We'll see a fake out on the Gothitelle. A nice bit of damage there.
Incineroar will fake out into the Zapdos. So trading fake outs. But Kangaskhan is, after all, intimidated and trapped.
Honestly, going for the Gothitelle seems better. She will probably want to reset the attack, the reduce attack on her.
Then again though, Incineroars don't typically carry Protect.
Ooh, a Sky Drop actually.
That was revealing the Sky Drop, but...
And double H into the Gothitelle. So trying to stop Incineroar from low kicking her Kangaskhan while Kangaskhan breaks
a Trick Room. Which will mean Incineroar will lose 2 turns. And she
gets
it. So she calls correct play of the Trick Room Gothitelle. And Incineroar will not be able to move for this turn and next turn, as it's in the sky while its move is being tabulated.
Well, I kind of thought she went for the Sky Drop so that her Kangaskhan...
And now she gets a free low kick on Incineroar, since Gothitelle Protect seems rather obvious.
And double H will come out.
Oh, actually she can't low kick the Incineroar because the Zapdos is the fastest thing on the field. So that didn't really work out, but you do force Gothitelle to Protect, which is rather important.
At this range, perhaps a Thunderbolt could pick up a KO.
She needs to KO, or you know what's happening if she doesn't KO.
Gothitelle actually retreats, so bringing in the Mawile, further intimidating the Kangaskhan, making it a
Kangaskhan is now able to switch out.
Yeah, I mean, will it? I mean, low kick damage.
Absolutely pitiful.
As in on the Incineroar onto the...
but Incineroar U-turning into the Gothitelle. A very well played series of moves for Benjamin. Restoring the trap and getting 1 more Intimidate drop onto the Kangaskhan. Now getting Mawile in, which threatens both the Zapdos and the Kangaskhan. That being said though, he can't use foul play. Kangaskhan's at -2.
But I mean, Gothitelle...
And where does Double Edge go? Into the Mawile.
I mean, if the Thunderbolt goes into that Incineroar slot...
Perhaps?
Thunderbolt. Is it going to the Mawile slot? Going into
the Mawile, is it going to be enough? Yes, Mawile goes down. Still trapped. Incineroar will get 1 more Intimidate in, but the biggest offensive threat on Benjamin's team has been removed. And Trick Room turns slowly ticking away.
Kangaskhan now at -3, pretty much a non-factor here.
So the danger, of course, of Gothitelle there is that she could freely target that slot, recognizing that Incineroar couldn't get a return one-hit KO of its own, and Gothitelle couldn't protect again.
I mean, Benjamin could go for the shame play again, you know, switching out the Gothitelle and then Incineroar U-turning out.
He's running out of moves. He's running out of slots though to play around with.
Gothitelle going for the protect, so I don't think Incineroar is going for the fake out here. So goes for the Flare Blitz.
It's probably the most damage you can see on Incineroar in one hit this game.
Onto the Zapdos, which
a lot of
takes
damage.
it, triggers the berry, I assume.
Yep.
Yes.
I think he's still gonna get KO'd by one more. So the berry is not gonna play much of a part.
She does have option of protecting. So
she's just gonna throw the Kangaskhan into everything she sees, it looks like. Another double edge. Oh, okay, that's a big hit. It's a critical hit. Incineroar goes down. Benjamin down to his last two. If that's Politoed, you can't sing at this moment. You will kill yourself.
do you see a Thunderbolt going into the Gothitelle's protect? Yeah.
And Gothitelle in absolutely no condition to be fighting anymore. He needs his berry. It doesn't look like Ryan's gonna give it to him. Well, her being the Gothitelle.
Politoed will come in, so are you wanting to sing here?
Not quite.
Honestly, Benjamin might still be able to pull this out.
Yeah, Skull is a lot of damage
He
at this
can
point.
safely ignore the Kangaskhan, which is at -3, barring
Oh, that was another
barring another critical
I
hit.
think that was the plan. And look what happened. That
And
was the plan.
eventually, right?
He's gonna kill himself with double edge
Yes,
recoil.
and give Wang a free switch in. So those will be the target of all these attacks here. Taking a side shot with a critical hit. Scout should be able to
will
pick
be
up
able
the
to pick
KO.
it up.
Benjamin wants to pick up as much chaos as possible, so
And
he
Wayne
can
has
force
to be
the parry
careful.
song.
The first double edge doesn't KO the Gothitelle. It goes into the berry. She's gonna try anyway.
No,
Nope,
she's going
goes
for the
into
Politoed.
Doesn't get the
That's
critical
a
hit.
decent amount
Ooh,
of damage.
second one got the critical hit. The second hit did as much as the first hit.
And Trick Room will run out though. So
if Pokémon is here,
in the rain though.
no, that's not now. Bishop here.
Will
That's
be
the
Landorus.
Scarf Landorus.
No, the Tectonic Rage
Oh,
Landorus.
Tectonic Rage
Yes,
Landorus.
we did see in the first turn. In the first turn? In the first game,
So
sorry.
do you think Wayne? No, I suppose.
She should just press Earthquake and kill her own Kangaskhan, honestly.
It's intimidated. It's trapped.
And at this range,
But she can
Earthquake will kill Gothitelle.
But she can protect and score. But Gothitelle protect last turn. Gothitelle protected last turn.
Yes.
Oh no, it's side shock. Yeah, it's
yes,
side shock.
there's no protect.
So he couldn't protect again. So that's the problem for Wayne.
I think it really, the ball is at the court. Wang has more information
I
because
think
she
she
knows
can-
what's her last member. She knows what her last member is able to deal with.
Yeah.
Or if you can deal with any of these at all.
Gothitelle goes for the protect. So are we going to see attack rage into either the Politoed or the Gothitelle? That's going to be knockoff into Gothitelle. And Kangaskhan's going to go for another double edge into the Politoed. Is that going to be the berry? Or is she going to get the crit she's looking for? Not quite. Doesn't even get the... and
Does
right
get the
into berry. Exactly into berry range.
But the rain here though, the Scout into Landorus,
It's gonna be a lot of damage.
yeah. Should outright kill the Landorus, honestly.
No, not what we saw. Oh, it does.
Rain is a very powerful weather, Matthew.
I do feel she had to tectonic rage the Politoed.
Yes, honestly gone for Earthquake.
Still not enough damage.
And
That's
will be
the
the
Bishop.
Bishop.
So now he's gonna sing. Now there's nothing to knock off. But now she can freely knock off the Gothitelle.
Nah, Gothitelle is not a threat anymore.
To trick room though.
You kill the Politoed.
Politoed can protect this turn and allow Gothitelle to trick. Oh, he won't trick room. Because trick room would reverse the Berry Song count. The Berry Song timing.
You do see the knockoff getting rid of the Gothitelle. Politoed should go for the Perish Song here in order to get the win. Or maybe a Scout.
Wayne should be ice punching, I think.
Double Edge instead. Going for even more damage on the Politoed. Not gonna get a critical hit.
I'm not sure knockoff is enough. Given that it's not boosted.
Wang does have an opportunity here. A combination of Double Edge and Iron Head, perhaps.
No! It's water type.
Well, knockoff. The
She
berry has
knock
been knocked off
She has
already.
to knock,
so,
exactly. But knockoff is still the highest damage move.
Okay.
Politoed's... She can't sucker. Sucker's a way to lose the game, I feel.
At this damage range though, I think
Double edge
Wang
knockoff
might
is
be
a
able to
win,
squeeze
yeah.
out a win, yes.
Yeah, so Benji might have to hit a triple, it looks like.
Oof. Not something he wants to be.
Yeah, she's going for
Going
the safe
for.
place. Don't try to sucker punch Wang. Because Benjamin's going to go for the triple. Because he dodges sucker punch and gives him a chance to just be immune for the turn.
So we will be ending this game relatively shortly and we'll know whether we can move on to a tiebreaker this finals.
Here's the knockoff, boosted by Life Orb
So
onto
no-
the Politoed. Bulky. That's going to be enough on its own, even without the Kangaskhan's input.
Yeah, Benjamin didn't try to risk, didn't go for the triple
Ooh,
protect.
I think he
play.
should have tried. That was his way out there. He would have won him the tournament, never mind the game.
So Wang's Kangaskhan pulling through, even at -3. Still managed to survive all the way in the end. So the
Kudos,
plan of killing
honestly.
herself with recoil was
Fair play to Benjamin for not trying to win the tournament that way.
the triple protect.
Yeah, I think he probably wouldn't have felt it great. Again, you play to what you do need to win, but I think Benjamin did feel that that wasn't the way he wanted to win the tournament.
Well,
Would have been a cumulative around 9%?
I mean, no, I mean, it doesn't
11%,
it doesn't accumulate, it's just...
33 and 33 again.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's down to the final.
Oh, I forgot. He failed his
game
stats. Never mind. Moving on here into the tie-breaking set. A 10-breaking game of this final set.
Honestly,
Benjamin didn't lead Rain. He kind of got what he wanted. He got the Kang in front of Incineroar Gothitelle, but Wayne was able to stall it out long enough
it was
and didn't allow the Maul to come in.
He's going for the same Incineroar.
Do we see the Bishop? Do we see the Bishop? No, it's going to be Kangaskhan and Zapdos again.
I mean, she managed to scrape through game 2, right?
That was really painful though. If Maul comes in for free, I think she just loses outright. And don't forget what she got in the game 1, in game 2. She got a critical hit on the Incineroar.
And there was another critical hit, I think, also on the Politoed.
Didn't matter.
It might because
based
it
on how much
pushed
we
the
saw,
damage.
I don't think so. Given how much knockoff seem to be doing.
Well, will both players be trading fake outs once again?
I think Wayne has to. It's her best play in the scenario. So I suppose she could fake out the Incineroar immediately and let Trigon go up.
And then you Thunderbolt, I guess. But yeah, this position, at first glance, is not really good for Wayne.
Oh, you don't say. Kangaskhan being trapped in front of Intimidate is not the best position ever.
No switches.
Because there's no more power-up punch for Kangaskhan. That used to be the way out for these scenarios for Kangaskhan. No switches, you don't say too.
I mean, Benjamin didn't switch, so...
There's no reason to switch.
Gothitelle
No reason
will
to try and
protect.
chance a Moa on turn 1.
So, trying to get as little
but Wayne
damage
gets
as
a free turn. Gets a fake out onto Incineroar.
What will Zapdos do though? Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt?
Goes for Thunderbolt into Gothitelle?
Into Incineroar as well.
Okay.
Good play. So Wayne willing to either making the read. Well, that makes things interesting.
I think makes Trick Room even more juicy for Benjamin here though.
I don't think it matters in that regard because he's already slower.
True.
If anything, it might mess up his own calculations since now Incineroar might underspeed other things that it's not supposed to underspeed.
Question now though is does Wayne focus down the Incineroar or does he focus down the Gothitelle? Because if Incineroar goes down...
Gothitelle can go to Moa, that's the danger that...
Yes. And
if Gothitelle sets up, but Gothitelle must set up Trick Room first. But again, Wayne can stall it out with another Sky Drop, but she doesn't go for it.
Switches,
She's just going for Incineroar. And there's double edge into Incineroar, but she's going to give Moa a free switch in.
Yeah.
And if there's Trick Room, then Moa comes in for free.
Under ideal conditions to sweep, yes.
But he goes for the side shock. Now Moa can't come in, and neither can Ludicolo because the rain is not up yet, which means double Coco is probably his best bet in this scenario.
Ooh, but there's too many Pokemon, Matthew. Majorin is only allowed to bring 4 Pokemon.
Exactly. I'm a bit puzzled by that side shock.
Honestly, maybe he was thinking that Gothitelle would be targeted. I am unsure, but
yes, but Gothitelle wouldn't have gone down, no matter what. And there's nothing on the field that can taunt Gothitelle. other than the baby, which by his very existence is an Efron. As Polito does come in, so I suspect he may be setting up Ludicolo at the back.
Or
saving a Moa in case of a fire attack. Oh, you're right, because he does trap.
But Zapdos does have a super effective Thunderbolt on the Polito.
Which can't be intimidated.
So honestly, maybe...
And the other thing is Wayne can delay the Berry Song turn by just Sky dropping.
Oh, right. Oh, she can even dodge it. The Zapdos can even dodge, which I think she's going to do.
She's taking the Gothitelle. Is Polito gonna sing? Is Polito gonna sing with only one target to be hurt? There's double edge into the Politoed. That's another critical hit. No, it's not even.
-1.
It's only -1 this time, yep. And there's the skull. So, but Benjamin goes into the Zapdos.
Okay.
Berry Song might have been better still. But now the thing here is that double edge will activate the berry, so she can't afford to go into that target.
Yeah, Sky Drop
but
will land.
At the same time, Gothitelle can't protect because of the Sky Drop.
Yes.
So double edge is the guaranteed damage there. Is she gonna try the Politoed still though?
No, she's going
into
for the Gothitelle
for the guaranteed damage. But now the Berry Song can go off. And I suspect it will go off. No,
actually goes
for Skull. Is there going to be enough in the rain? Not on Zapdos. Gonna get a burn? No, Gothitelle going for Trick Room. So definitely no Berry Song for the immediate future. For 5 more turns at least. Oof. Benjamin opting to play this out as Polito as a sweeper, it looks like, with the rain boosting Skull. But it looks like he needs Skull and Side Shock to get a KO on the Zapdos.
Zapdos could easily protect, and Double Edge I think will pick up a KO on Gothitelle, might risk triggering the berry.
It will activate the berry on the first hit, it looks like.
Not if it's a critical hit.
We don't deal in such scenarios. It's an edict from the Council of Palo Sands.
Gothitelle actually going for Heal Pulse. That's not a move that
Reveals
Benjamin
the Heal
has
Pulse
used.
on Politoed here. Since Politoed is the damage threat here, as Politoed goes for the Skull into Zapdos again, I think.
No, I think it's targeting
removing
Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan? Doesn't get it. Does he get the burn? No burn. Kangaskhan will remove himself and the Intimidate by getting the Gothitelle off the field with a single hit. Kangaskhan KOs itself, but it's done its job.
Yes.
It's more than done its job.
And yeah, no critical hit there, so...
And Thunderbolt onto the Politoed. Is it going to be enough? With the... No, not here. Berry, I think.
That's
just into the Berry range.
So, the heal pulse actually saved Politoed from going down, because at that HP range, Thunderbolt I think would have killed it outright. But Benjamin down to his last two.
Kangaskhan, the Kangaskhan wouldn't have damaged the Gothitelle.
Oh, that is true.
So, Benjamin prioritizing survivability instead of damage.
Ludicolo
under Trick Room.
Oh.
That's not what Benjamin wanted. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he has to play this out. He has to play this out.
He still does have a Hydro
He's
Vortex.
got a chance. He's got a Vortex. He's got a super bulky Politoed.
At the very least, he's got a Fake Out.
He's got Rain. He's got Rain boosting water attacks.
He's got a Fake Out to try to catch the Bisharp. Although I suspect Wayne will just protect and let Bisharp operate. And maybe
Politoed Trick Room isn't as effective because the Ludicolo is sitting there.
Yes. And I think... Oh, actually no. After Trick Room ends, there should still be 1 or 2 more turns of Rain.
I'm not sure actually. Politoed did come in pretty early.
Alright. Bisharp will protect itself.
Window will take out, but gets the Zapdos.
Okay.
And another Skull will finish off the Zapdos. So Wayne, but Wayne does get the protect on the Bishop to get rid of the Skull. But now Bishop just Sucker Punches, right?
Sucker Punch, Thunderbolt onto the Politoed. Should pick up the KO.
But again, protect.
Yeah.
The ninja is always the protect.
It's honestly coming down to predictions here.
Oof.
Ludicolo also actually does have the option for protect, right?
And Zapdos gonna switch out into the Landorus.
Okay.
Which is, shall we say, the least useful Pokemon right now.
Yeah. I mean, if she can get rid of the Ludicolo, a Tectonic Rage will pick up the KO on Politoed.
Politoed goes for Skull. Burn here, it's gonna be super crucial. Oh, but Skull into the Landorus. It's gonna be a one-hit knockout as we saw in game 2.
Bisharp will be able to act before the Ludicolo.
Thanks to the rain. As knockoff comes out, not into Ludicolo surely. Into Ludicolo, but Ludicolo doesn't have an item to be knocked off. Sucker Punch would have done more damage.
Ooh, and we do see a Hydro Vortex come out.
I think Wayne just lost.
Yes, she will be pinned by the Politoed and Ludicolo from both ends of the speed spectrum. Under Trick Room, Politoed will move and attack first. Outside of Trick Room, in the rain, Ludicolo will move and attack first. I don't know. I guess it came down to Landorus not being a very useful Pokemon as one of her team.
Yeah, Landorus is a curious choice that she brought to all 3 games.
I guess the Tectonic was meant for the likes of perhaps Incineroar and Gothitelle.
It's a one big damage threat, which also helps against Politoed. But in this scenario,
Rain will end though.
especially going for the knockoff, which does less damage against Ludicolo.
Zapdos has eaten his berry, correct? Has it?
No, but
Ludicolo will go for protect here.
yeah, calling out the Trick Room turn. As Politoed goes for the Perish Song. As Zapdos has Thunderbolt Politoed, it probably get a critical hit to win. But goes into the Ludicolo protect.
So Benjamin slowly inching his way to a victory here.
His rain actually ended, so Zapdos actually is the fastest thing on the field. And actually last turn Benjamin could have won outright by attacking with both. Because he was faster under Trick Room.
Perhaps a misplay, but might not matter so much if he can just stall out this Zapdos.
Oh, if Thunderbolt kills Politoed,
Ludicolo goes for another protect.
he has to Thunderbolt the Politoed. She has to Thunderbolt the Politoed.
Yes. Thunderbolt into
Ludicolo. Ludicolo, her chance there was to hope Hydro Pump missed. She had one last chance.
Scout will not KO Zapdos. Will get the burn.
Get the berry as well.
Yeah.
And that lost her the game.
Yeah.
She had to Thunderbolt Politoed and hope it KO'd because the Ludicolo still had a chance because Ludicolo can miss Hydro Pump. And now the Protects will just win Benjamin the game. Politoed, she now has no way to kill Politoed in 2 turns.
Unless a critical hit happens.
She now has to call the Politoed Protect and Thunderbolt Ludicolo this time.
Yeah, but at the same time, Ludicolo can protect the
no
next
Politoed Protect. So yeah, that's going to be the game for Benjamin there. Benjamin takes his 3rd tournament in a row. And well, I think he might go down to damage anyway.
Not quite. Burn, still not quite.
That was a series of missteps by Wayne. And a very controlled endgame by Benjamin.
It's a bit of a wasted opportunity. If Wayne had something else aside from the Landorus at the end, I think she would have fared better. Maybe the double Finny, I think, would have been good as well. Sure, you fear the energy ball from the Ludicolo, but you're not going to go down in a single hit. So Benjamin will take this Singapore Open. Rather commanding victory. Well,
I think it was closer than it needed to be. That was a very strange series of plays towards the middle of that game. He opted to go for the mixed approach, half Trick Room, half Rain, unlike game 2 where he went all Trick Room and kind of lost his way because he couldn't get the Maw in for free. He recognized the issue, didn't bring Maw this time, so only operating with 1 Intimidate. And because of that, he kind of took more damage from Double Edge than he wanted to. But at the same time, the Rain mode came true for him in the end.
It's curious about the Landorus pick though. So maybe he's expecting more once again. I don't know, because if he had been anything else, with Finny, okay, maybe not the Volcorona. Maybe actually Volcorona special defense. Can it survive a Scald?
In Rain?
Yeah.
Has a better chance than Landorus. At the very least, has a better chance than Landorus.
Yeah, I mean, okay, aside from that though, the Thunderbolts into the Ludicolos were a bit strange. If she had gone for the Politoed, Politoed already eaten the berry as well.
That was strange because at that point her only way out was to Ludicolo to miss Hydro Pump. So I'm a bit curious as to why she made that decision.
And Ludicolo, I mean the double protect.
I wish she didn't realize that was the way out, because Ludicolo's only 100% accurate attack without the Z Crystal is Energy Ball, which Zapdos does resist. And honestly, let's be real, Thunderbolt I don't think was enough for Politoed.
Yeah,
she would have needed
another one
hit.
Or 2 Thunderbolts.
Then she wouldn't have gotten them, because Politoed can protect twice in the Berry Song interim. So honestly, there was a way back, but she would have needed a critical hit. And at the same time, you do feel that a critical hit already did bail her out of a very unfavorable game 2 situation.
Yes.
With Kangaskhan triple intimidated at one point. So it's fair to say that Benjamin deserved that and took this tournament without really displaying any sort of, without really being slowed down at all.
I don't know though. Losing the Incineroar and then followed by the Gothitelle quite early on, I think pushed him to a very, very unfavorable position.
No, but he still had he was still in a better position than he thought, because that's the problem with Wine being Bishop, is that Bishop doesn't actually threaten the Rain Sweepers.
Actually, now that I think about it, right, maybe Skydrop wasn't the play.
Bishop doesn't do enough damage to Politoed, and Ludicolo doesn't even have an item to be knocked off. So Ludicolo only takes 65 base knockoff. And you saw based on the damage, I don't think Sucker Punch would have been enough either. It would have been better. It was clearly the better play, and I have no idea why Wine chose to knock it off. Even Iron Head for potentially flinching it may have been the better play. So honestly, even if she had the chances, Wine chose not to take them. So she can't really harken back to any sort of,
to be fair,
turns in this particular set, because Benjamin was in control almost all the way. In game 1, it was a wash in more ways than one. Hydro Vortex hit. Something went down the drain. Something went down the drain pipe, and that was it for Wine's chances really. And in game 2, I think he executed the trap really well, and didn't even give Wine a chance for any sort of Skydrop shenanigans beyond the first turn.
It's more of I'm not sure if Wine had the time to be able to identify all her possible outs as well. It's just very difficult because there are so many changing variables happening at the same time. You have to keep track of Rain, you have to keep track of Trick Room, and then you throw in Skydrop.
But then again, why Bishop? Bishop doesn't do enough damage to either, and because Bishop is so frail, we saw what takes out Bishop. Hydro Vortex, Thunderbolt, so many things take out Bishop.
Bishop is fine. It's just that she wasn't able to utilize Bishop to its full potential. Imagine if she had gone for knockoff on a Politoed that's still holding its berry. You not only deprive Politoed of his berry, you do a lot of damage.
I don't think that would have mattered.
And you set it up for Zapdos to kill it in the end.
But by the time Bishop came in, it was too late.
Yeah, well, that was, I believe, when Trick Room was still up, so Politoed was still the fastest thing on the field, so he had to fear perhaps a Scald from the Politoed. And in that case, in that scenario, Benjamin was able to predict and not go for the Bishop. I believe he went for the partner, Zapdos. I can't really remember, but yeah. I don't think Bishop was a wrong choice. It's just that she wasn't able to fully utilize it, and she needed to, because she needed every inch of damage she can get against very strict.
But Bishop can only come in to clean up at the end when damage has already been done,
then you
because
then you
if
think
Bishop
about,
doesn't KO anything,
yeah, I know.
Bishop gets KO in return.
But if you think about it, then what else would she bring? A Volcarona that just gets destroyed in rain with no Quiver Dance to threaten the Ludicolo? I'm sure okay, you have the Giga Drain, but still, out of a very, very bad choice of Pokemon, I don't know what she brought. Perhaps the Feeny, perhaps. But then, yeah, Landorus. It's just, there's so many Pokemon that doesn't really fare well against rain by
Feeny
itself.
would have done very well.
I know. But then she will have to bring Bisharp and the Feeny, Feeny replacing Landorus. So I don't think you can avoid bringing Bisharp. But she should have tried to utilize it in a way that maximizes the damage.
It just doesn't do enough damage.
I don't question the Bisharp choice. I question the Landorus choice.
I still don't think it would have made a difference because of how well Benjamin played up the last turns. He was able to set it up so that rain would actually expire in the middle of Trick Room, which allowed Ludicolo to be a slow thing, to move quickly as well.
Okay.
And he was able to time it such that he had one turn of rain, 4 Hydro Vortex, then once it expired, Ludicolo could move first.
I honestly want to see Benjamin. I'm a bit disappointed that Benjamin didn't try to go for the game 1 again, that explosive third one where it just deletes one of Wang's Pokemon.
But you saw how well the Incineroar Contel lead works against Wang.
It did, yes, but I can't argue against results.
You know what the problem was with the explosive turn 1? Wang could have picked out Ludicolo immediately.
But Ludicolo would have
flinched and Tailwind would have gone out. And Benjamin might have lost from there.
Okay,
it was
true.
only because Wang didn't fake out on turn 1 that he was able to get it off. You don't play those odds when you already have a game lead though.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, he did execute the trap quite well. No, I'm not.
Don't put Benjamin down. He knows what he's doing.
I'm not.
He knows exactly what the best play is. He got it once, but he knew the threat. He knew the dangers of going for that play again.
The U-turn Golf, switching out Golf and U-turn was quite clever. But yeah, -3, Intimidate on Kangaskhan, no
critical
matter.
hit.
Yeah, critical hit.
So again, well played to Ben, who we'll be speaking to later. But first things first, a word with our defeated finalist Lo Wai-Ying. She wouldn't be too unhappy. It's her first big performance in a long time.
And I quote her, I hate fighting rain.
Alright, so stay tuned.
Let us congratulate Lo Wai-Ying for placing top 2 in the Singapore Open after a very, very long dry spell of mediocre performances across the Pokemon VGC. So, first of all, how are you feeling?
A bit disappointed.
Well, okay, but I mean, I quote you, your rain matchup is unwinnable. So what did you think facing Benjamin's team?
I was actually hoping that Melvin would actually beat Benjamin, so that because I feel like I have a better matchup against Melvin's team than Benjamin. So when I saw that it was Ben, I was like, I'll try my best. But I mean, I've never faced a Rain Parish team before, or that type of Rain Parish. So I thought, okay, may as well give it a shot, get some practice in.
Yeah, and I'd like to ask you, why did you bring Landorus in Game 3?
I guess it's like, I don't think my Tapu Fini would have done anything in that sense, because it's like, it's pressured way too much by Perish Song, and I don't think it deals enough damage on the Politoed to stop it, or the Gothitelle to stop it. And I don't want to bring Volcarona because of obvious reasons, so that left only Landorus. It's more like a choice of elimination rather than
Yeah, I guess in my opinion, I felt Tapu Fini would have been a better choice because Landorus just gets one shot by Politoed, whereas Fini, sure, you might not be able to pick up KOs, but at least you can stick around to deal damage.
Yeah, game 3, I actually didn't expect him to go back with the Gothitelle and Cinnamon lead. I expected him to go back to the Politoed Ludicolo lead because I felt that that lead was a lot more threatening to my leads than the Gothitelle and Cinnamon ones. So I didn't want to go and bring Fini for that because I expected it to be like Politoed, Ludicolo, and then Mawile and Gothitelle on the back.
So then you are afraid that the Ludicolo would delete your Tapu Fini. So
yeah. I mean, it deleted my Landorus too, but you know, Landorus has a better matchup against Mawile.
Alright then, what do you think about Kangaskhan as a Mega?
Kangaskhan, the thing is Kangaskhan deals a lot of decent damage. It's just not really outstanding in any particular field. So it's like, it does, it's like all the other Megas do something better than Kangaskhan, but Kangaskhan is the one that just sits there and does damage consistently.
So just sort of a jack of all trades,
yeah.
sort of.
Plus, Kangaskhan does still get fake out. So in my opinion, it's still the best fake out user, especially since it's scrappy. So
also not the okay. Yeah, so once again, congratulations. I shall present you with this trophy.
Yay.
Second place.
My
It's
first
not too
ever
shabby.
trophy.
Yeah,
I've never won a trophy
you
before.
can bring that home and show that off to your family, yes. So
Okay.
once again, congratulations,
Thank
and
you.
stay tuned for an interview with the finalists of the Singapore Open, Benjamin Tan.
And finally, to end off this particular stream of our Singapore Open 3 tournament, you are with the 3-time Open/regional champion in a row, back to back, Benjamin Tan.
Thank you, Matthew.
Congratulations, Benjamin. Unstoppable in 3 tournaments so far.
A bit undeserved this time round since I had to, Melvin was very unlucky against me in the semi-finals game 1, but
Yep.
game 2 tried my best to
Yep.
win him. As for Wayne, Game
Why-
2 and Game 3 was very messy.
Yeah, why? I think we saw you actually go immediately in game 1 for the rain lead,
Yes.
and you actually immediately went for the big play, the
Yes,
Hydro Vortex.
yeah.
So I mean, you also know the risk of that, which
Yes.
is she could have faked out your
Yeah, then I
Ludicolo,
just lose there.
and you just lose then. But you
Yeah.
made the risk and you got what you wanted.
yeah.
But I think you also recognize that you couldn't do it again in game 2 and 3.
Yeah, because I mean I could do it again, but it depends on how.
Again, you have to
she
call the
did.
50-50.
So it's like between us.
Yep. and you have the better lead against that particular lead
Yeah.
in the Gothitelle Incineroar. And I
Yeah.
think we saw your game 2 execution honestly was perfect up to the point where you decided that this looks like a good chance landing Mobile, and it wasn't.
Yeah, but I mean, I played badly in game 2 and 3, but game 3 was very.
I think
confident.
game 3 the start was a bit messy from you again.
Yeah.
But I think you closed it up pretty well. You managed to get the Ludicolo in with only a few turns of rain remaining.
Yeah.
So that you got the rain boost for your Hydro Vortex. But by the time the attackers came in, your Ludicolo was slow again because the rain ran out.
Yeah, the rain
So that was
ran
really
out.
well timed on your part.
Yeah, and had to go for the double protect. But I mean, I got crit. My Incineroar got.
I mean,
crit by
the thing is that you also know that even if you didn't go for double protect, your other play was Hydro Pump, and Hydro Pump's not the best move either.
Exactly. Yeah.
So either way, it was still going to be a roll. So why not go for the
Double
play that
protect,
gave you
yeah.
the more benefit if
Yeah.
you got it, which was the double protect.
33%, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Since the chance of if she targeted that slot and you got double protect, you win there and then.
Yeah. So people were like, "Why not nice beam on Ludicolo? This is why you use protect."
This is why you use protect. Yep. Yeah, it's a very
Yeah.
very effective team choice. But so and we didn't see you need to press Hydro Pump anyway. So.
Yeah. And I did against the bishop, just don't want to risk the miss.
Mhm.
Yeah, but oh well.
Yeah, definitely a very well played set. So overall, how do you feel which do you feel was the better approach? The Trick Room or the Rain against Wang's particular
Trick Room,
archetype?
she doesn't have anything that's slower than my Mawao
Mhm.
or Incineroar, so why not just go for Trick Room? But I was a bit surprised that she didn't bring Finn. Maybe she was afraid of like Parasol.
Yeah,
because-
especially the four that you brought in game 2
Mm,
would have been very weak against Fini.
yes. I'm still surprised that Kangaskhan's double H is so much, like the damage output is like, even though -1 is like, ooh.
Yeah, I think in game 2, because you were able to get on -2, even -3, the damage was much
Yeah.
easier to manage. But in
But
game 3, you only brought 1 Intimidator,
Yeah.
and the damage was still putting out a lot of pressure.
I think they were lying when they said they nerfed Kangaskhan's attack.
Well, it's a nerf, but small little nerf.
Yeah, but still -1 and they still did a lot. Oh.
And the other problem with Kangaskhan is that you're always hoping that the first hit activates Berry.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean it did against my Politoed, so
Alright, so once again, the champion for this tournament, Singapore Open 3, his first Singapore Open win. Your previous wins were in Malaysia,
yeah.
Benjamin Tan. So once again, congratulations,
Thank
Benjamin Tan. And that will be it. Your reign of terror ends because no more tournaments left in Singapore and Malaysia.
Yeah, I think this team earned me 400 CPs
Yep,
in
back
1
to
week.
back regionals and
Yeah, just in 1 week.
Singapore Open
And I earned 600 CP
from 3 tournaments.
3 tournaments. Yeah. Very lucky.
Unstoppable, Benjamin
nah.
Tan. We'll see if this carries all the way to Worlds.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
Thank you.
definitely to carry Singapore's flag and fly it high. So once again, your champion for the Singapore Open, Benjamin Tan. 3 tournaments in a row, back to back to back. Open followed by regionals followed by Open.
Open again. No MSS.
Unstoppable. Yeah, no MSSs because
Hopefully
he didn't get to play in MSSs because he's always top cut.
Hopefully I can get first place for the international challenge.
Mhm.
In the best
Next
spot.
weekend, next
Yeah.
weekend online tournament and Worlds. There's always Worlds.
Yeah.
So good luck in securing your day 2 invite now, Benjamin. Once
Thank you,
again,
Matthew.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Your champion has been Benjamin Tan. Your commentators have been myself, Matthew Hui. There's my fellow commentators have been Justin Lok and Martin Tan. And we will see you all shortly for mid-season showdown maybe. So stay tuned.